Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have this Fujifilm Fine-Pix S2000. So basically this is like a SLR camera in the shape of a point and shoot. So this is like a mini DSLR as you can see it. So this camera comes with 15 times zoom, and this is the basically the control dial, the kind of mode, face detection, on off switch, and the zoom. So there's a like electronic viewfinder right here, the screen. This is for more functions: playback, delete, flash mode, macro, and also this is like the type of focusing, display, and the exposure control for this camera. So this camera is powered by 4 AA batteries. Yes, so this is the battery configuration. If you lose this battery cover, find a metal sheet and all, you place it over here, use a few tapes to tape it, make sure that all these batteries are tight in contact with the metal. So just make sure that this this cover is closed properly. So you turn on the camera, is basically you just slide it this way around. So once you open the battery cover, they always prompt you to change your language and your date. Then go for power saving, and there you go. So sometimes they prompt you to select if you are using alkaline battery, you just say as yes. So to zoom in, zoom out, basically the function for this is you press like this way around, is to zoom in. Then to zoom back up is you see my finger position, my pointer, you press this way around, it go back up. So basically then this is where you adjust to see the electronic viewfinder. So you just press it once, you can see the objects inside. You can see the image and all these things in the viewfinder itself. Yes. So unfortunately you cannot see from my camera because I'm using a phone camera. And the cool part is you can adjust, you can play with the menu inside this electronic viewfinder as well. So you can just go back, and this is where you can just play around. So in this case, there's auto mode, there's program, there is shutter priority, manual, then there is also custom mode where you can adjust your custom settings, video mode, portrait, and this is like for zooming. This is natural with flash, natural mode. This is more like for shaking like if you have like fast motion and all, there'll be a lot of shake, this will reduce the shakes. Then auto mode. So auto mode is the easiest of all. If you want to play around with more settings, you go for program mode, which is like a beginner friendly mode. Then over here is basically where you adjust your flash. But you know why the flash doesn't work? Because you need to press this open button. When the flash pops up, only you can adjust the flash settings. Yep, so when the flash is up, they only can prompt you to select flash or no flash. I mean flash only. So you must close this off in order to off your flash. Then you just half focus. The green light blinking means you're trying to focus. So in this case, this is called the macro mode. So you can take up close-up shots. Then there's close-up macro to up to 1 cm. You can zoom in very closely inside and see. So once you see the sound like this, the yellow color box means that it's auto-focusing. Then you just press. Yep, you can take a photo. So this is where you can just like display mode is basically display of your function. You can have a grid mode, everything. Yep. Then this is where you can adjust like the exposure. You can see how much exposure, the lighting, the setting, the graph, everything. Then other than that, we have menu button. You can select like the white balancing, everything. You can play around with it, depends on the lighting condition. Then this is like basically like the photo crop shot, the cropping, image cropping. Then this is where you view the photo that you took back from just now, a playback. So this camera comes in with a built-in memory. Sorry, just to show you again. If you are back into this photo and you want to go back to photo taking, you just press this. It goes back to the normal photo mode already. So if you press this find piece function, so you can adjust the ISO, everything. Press again, you can adjust the image quality. So with this camera is a 10 megapixel camera, so it's 10M. Then you can adjust like you can adjust the megapixel. So the lower megapixel you go to, the more frames you can take. But you do know that you are going to compromise your image quality for this purpose. Yes. So other than that, now I'll just show you on the manual mode how to use this camera on manual mode, because this is like a DSLR like camera. So as a consumer who's a beginner, so this is, you will need to know about the function on how to change the shutter speed, and this is the aperture size. So basically, you press your this if you want to change any settings in these settings, in the shutter speed and the aperture, you press this button first. Then you can see in the yellow arrows here, up key, which is this one here, means to adjust, to reduce the shutter speed, to increase the brightness. So you press the down key is basically to increase the shutter speed. Then there is a right key, is basically to increase the exposure. Press the left key to reduce the exposure. Yeah, so it's like the other way around. Normally people press the up key is basically to increase the aperture, but do not get confused. So over here is basically the exposure bar. So every time to get good photo, you must make sure that this yellow rectangle must be in the center. So right now it's on the left side, means it's underexposed badly. So basically what you need to do is to adjust the shutter speed or aperture size. So you press down, you press up to increase the exposure. You can see that the yellow rectangle is moving. So this is basically the ideal photo quality, photo like exposure that you are hoping to get from this. So once you are done already, you press this button, then you can press around with this, like you can adjust the flash, everything. You don't have to worry about all this. So only if you want to change the aperture and shutter speed, you press this button here. So other than that, if you press this here, the menu button here, you can actually just go to the shooting menu to adjust everything that you need over here. It's quite easy. So manual will give you full access to the camera, everything. So you can play around with the ISO settings, everything. All the settings are the same. So there is actually the fine pitch color, chrome, black and white, everything. Normally I go for standard. Fine pitch standard is quite good. The quality is amazing. So that's all for today's video. So give a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel for more of these kind of upcoming videos, and hope to see you soon. Thank you and wish you all the best.